All right, for day one, what we're going to be doing is signing in and then editing some text in Canva. Just to start out, you're going to want your students to go to canva.com using either their Safari browser or Chrome browser on their iPads, or just a regular Chrome browser if they're on another device. Once they are at canva.com, they're going to click the login button. So this first step takes a little bit of time to get them signed in. They're going to click Google, continue with Google, and then they would just put their email address in. Hopefully it's saved that if they've logged into other stuff already. I'm just using Shannon's son here as an example so you can see what it looks like from the student end. So once they log in here, it will bring up Canva, and this has connected them to their account. Now, if you click back on the link that I have in the directions where you got these from, I'm going to have a direct link that you might want to share with your students that will take them to a template, or they can type in, or you can type in for them, fwcs.info/AAM for All About Me Canva. That's all lowercase. And if they click that, it will give them a copy of the template they're going to be using for the first 3 days this week. So when they say use template, it will pop up here and it will allow them to design. Now you can see that I have 3 pages here. Day one, we are just doing page 1. So that's what we'll be looking at here. So step 1 was to log in. We've already done that. Now we're going to talk about editing text. So what the students will do then is where I have these X's, this is where I want their text to go. So if they click on here, they can double click and it'll turn blue, or they could just click and a cursor will appear and they could backspace. Okay, so then they would put in their name. I'll put in my name right there. Then they could go to the next one. They could talk about what their favorite book is. Maybe mine is Cat in the Hat. They can put that in there. If they need to change the size of the font, we'll talk about this in a second, but to make that fit in the box, I can hit the minus button and it makes it a little smaller so it fits nicely inside that space. Then I'll go to the third one, and again, I can double click on it. It'll turn blue and I can just start typing, and I'll put in tacos there. So that's how you edit the text that's already there in a template like this. Now, what I could also do is if I want to come up and I want to change the font, up here is where you can change all the different types of text. So instead of it having just that standard font, if I wanted to make it a little more fancy and find a little bit more fun font, I could do that. I'll choose this one right here. I don't know how much more fun that one was, but we'll go with it. So I just click that on each of them, and then I can just click what font I want it to be. I talked about how we could make it a different size, and if you wanted to make it a different color, you could do that as well. It'll show you colors that are already in the document, so you can kind of match those colors, or colors from a photo that's in there, or just some default colors. You can play around with that as well. You can explore some of these other things that you can do with the text. The one other one I'll show you that a lot of kids might be interested in is where you can animate the text. So where I have tacos here, if I choose to animate that, instead of it just being on the screen normal, I can have it rise up, I can have it pan over, I could have it fade in. So you can choose one of these. There's a whole bunch of them to choose from. Some kids like this skate one where it kind of comes flashing in like that. It kind of skates in that way. And you can have it animate either on both enter and exit, or one or the other. You can change the intensity, which kind of messes with the speed or how much you see of it. And you can remove it if you don't want to use that. So those are some basics in adding and editing text in Canva. We'll get into some other features tomorrow. Hope you enjoyed, and let me know if you have any questions. Have a great day.